It's the year 1980 and it is the weekend. You're getting excited to find a place and chill. What better place to hang out with your friends or date than the modern Pertama Complex? Built not long ago in the 1976, along with Klang Complex, it's the symbol of modernization in Kuala Lumpur. Perhaps you could even catch a movie at the Odeon Cinema or a glimpse of Teresa Tang in one of the nightclubs in Pertama Complex. Fast forward to year 2025, Jalan Tuanku Abdul Rahman is still as vibrant and busy as the 1980s, but the Odeon Cinema is no more. Klang Complex seems like it's on its last leg. So how about Pertama Complex? Is it able to keep up with time? Hi guys, this is Ryan Goware. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are exploring the first complex, literally, Pertama Complex, to find out if it's dead or alive. Let's check it out. Pertama Complex is a huge mall. It has 4 retail levels and then it has 14 levels of office building on top of it. And like its name suggested, it is one of the first shopping haven to be built in Malaysia on the busy shopping district, which is Jalan Tunku Abdul Rahman. And then it is one of the Malaysia shopping mall OGs alongside Campbell and Ampang Park. Today, it mostly sells affordable goods such as electronics, sportswears, especially sportswear. Notice a lot of shops that are selling rackets, equipment, and then also jerseys, uniforms over here, and of course a few old-timer shops like tailoring, saloon, which have withstood the test of time. Pertama Complex also consists of 3 blocks. Yes, 3 blocks. It's like a little mini Kowloon walled city inside. Block A is front-facing the road, the junction, with escalators clearly delineating the floor levels. So Block A is the one with the central atrium. Block B looks more like an extension from Block A. So Block B has escalator access to the upper levels, and Block C just looks like the architect was sleeping on his job perhaps, because it's like many of the levels are like half levels with many stairs crisscrossing. I see this in many of the older malls. So yes, it is a huge mall, and inside here, it's like a mini Kowloon walled city. You have a few shops here and there that do not have a central theme, just gelling together. For example, a restaurant just beside a tailor or a saloon. Right, so as we entered into Block A, the mall seems like it's bustling. The entrance here is like a gadget hub because you have plenty of shops selling or repairing anything to do with phones or devices. Looking around, you can tell the age of the mall, the ceiling height, the design of the escalators, and man, the railings that's very low, and also the aisles that are narrow. Upper levels are really cool. You have all these old shops that were probably here for quite some time, I mean like decades. Well, I feel like I'm not walking, but walking back in time. Look at all the old looks. Although there are a few empty lots at the back alley lah, but I believe it is still quite reasonably occupied. I would say, based on my own personal observation, around 70 to 80% occupied. Pertama Complex also housed a food court where you can find affordable food here and affordable perfume from all the fumes of the cooking, as this doesn't comes with aircon. It's more like an enclosed al fresco dining. I'm not sure whether it's contradictory. Because Pertama Complex is such a huge mall, it is worth exploring, as you might just find some treasures. There are many bundle shops just like in Campbell Complex. Then there are old-time stores like bookstores, stamp and coin collections, garment shops, etc. Walking around this Kowloon retail, you can tell that during its heyday, it was a very crowded place. Many of the old signs of the original occupants are still there, and some of the shop lots have also been converted to offices. There are parts where the shops are shuttered, not sure if some are being used as storerooms. So yes, Pertama Complex is just sprinkled and intermixed with the old nostalgic shops and the new trendy stores. aisles are narrow because just like in Klang Valley Complex, a lot of the shop lots have their stuff occupying part of the alleyway. So to call it a mall, I feel like it's more like a bazaar. Just a very short grandfather story. Did you know that in the early 1980s, the mall actually has a dance hall nightclub? And this nightclub is not like any other nightclub. There's many Hong Kong TV actors and singers performing here during the early 1980s. So yes, this is just some of the very colorful and interesting backstories of Pertama Complex during its halcyon days. Alright, so coming back, let's rate the mall. Foot traffic, I would say that there's still lots of patrons to this mall, although not like packed, so half a star. Occupancy rate, many of the shops are still open, though some at the back alley are closed, about 70% I would say, so half a star. Anchor tenant, don't really have a cinema anymore or a grocery. It's more like a bazaar, not necessarily a bad thing. Is the food court counted as anchor tenant? Half a star. Maintenance, bright lights, and being such a huge mall, I haven't actually encountered any escalators turning into stairs like many of the old malls, so okay, 1 star. Lastly, convenience. It is well connected to LRT Sultan Ismail and Bandaraya, just that the mall in itself has no ATM, so prepare to bring a thick wallet if you want to shop here. So it's a 3 star, which means C as in cool, but can be better. Overall, I feel that Pertama Complex offers something nostalgic to reminisce for the baby boomers who grew up during this era, and that it offers some bargains for the newer generation. Right, finally, let's grab a coffee before we head off. So what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, and if you want to check out how another old mall is doing in Jalan Tar, click here.